Hi. Today will be a weird one for me. It's shoutouts to Cat Belly. Also, I need fan because I today is weirdly anxiety inducing for me. I never have issues with recording these diary entries. I have kind of accepted that some like people from work can find these very easily. I'm fine with that. Um, I also don't think that's an issue. um, I'm a very honest person about my personal life, so it doesn't like if you ask me, I'll tell you this anyways. Most of it. So absolutely not an issue to me. So why is today weird then? Because I want to talk about a huge change in my life, which is why I also haven't streamed in a week, and also a thing I like my this week's thing. I'm super embarrassed about, and I'll have to deal with that. Because also it's a very okay. I still pick my nose at 28. And I've only tried to really stop from this week. It's been really hard for me. I need. I didn't go to the pharmacy yet to get like proper nose sprays. It just feels weird. It I hate it, and it's yeah, but it's like something genuinely disgusting. Mao, she's so Mao. She's been so adorable all day already. Um, yeah, it's been difficult to quit, but it's disgusting, and I'm pretty sure everybody knows that I'm doing it. They're just too polite to comment on it because I don't really care to hide it. Yeah, I want to change that. So yeah, that's been going on. It's been going well, but it's hard. Weirdly. So that's that thing. The other thing that's going through my mind a lot is I bought a new home. I bought a home. New home is weird because I'm renting this one, but I bought a home. Was the thing I was talking about. I love it. It's great. It's amazing. But God, it's stressful to buy a home, dude. My offer has been accepted. I'll quit this apartment next week, which in my country means 3 months worth of still paying for it. Um, which means I'll likely have to pay all 3 months double, like my credit rate and this apartment, which will suck. But yeah, we'll figure it out. And yeah, I'll have to figure that out, and I hate that, and that's like it's I'm still financially secure after all of that, but it's terrifying, right? It's just genuinely terrifying because I go from all of my finances being safe for them, me not knowing how they will look like in a normal month afterwards. And yeah, it's also like you know them being extremely wobbly for 3 months at least in between there. I don't know. Like, again, this is my dream apartment. I'm super happy. I'm super excited. But God, it's a lot. Like, it's a big step, especially for somebody who is used to having 100% financial stability. This is now less than 100% financial stability. I'll. I already plan to make it a trade-off of the amount of stuff that I will actually put into the apartment, and I will live very minimalist for a while until I saved up an amount of money to specifically put into other stuff. Uh, I as buying an apartment was always my goal before I wanted to donate to the community or just generally donating. I I feel obligated now to not fall into the trap of just saving 100% of my money for that, but to actually donate some of it. Um, Depending on my finances, I might not be able to do that immediately, which sucks in my opinion. I would love to do that, but we'll see. I'll try my best. Um, but it might be that until I at least have set up my hobby stuff to the extent that I wanted to the extent that I can be happy in there, I'll have to still cheap out on donations, which sucks in my opinion. That's exactly where I don't want to get, and I'll have to pay huge amounts of attention then because, well, it's very easy to be like, yeah, but this thing still, right? And I really don't want that to happen. That would suck. So my goal is to actually set up a donation amount anyways, and to to figure out the like if I have to plunder that basically at some point. But yeah, the next 3 months will suck so hard, like financially. It will be great afterwards, I think, but until then, it will be so difficult for me to handle that mentally, because for the first time ever, my expenses will be significantly more than my earnings, and I don't like that. Usually, I always, even if I had the savings, I always balanced it pretty well. It will not be possible here. I will I will still have to pay a lot of stuff here, and yeah, it will suck. It will suck a lot. Um, yeah, I'll have to think about a lot of things there. I'll have to quit my internet. I'll be able to do that soon, I assume. I'll have to. I'll have to do many things here. It will be hard for me. So yeah, all of that is just again and again and again running through my brain constantly. And it's so hard for me to deal with because I don't usually have those problems at all. I have the extreme privilege of not having to care about prices usually, and just being able to care about things I enjoy. And price being a non-concern usually, because I am interested in so little things, or I enjoy that little amount of things, that it's just expendable income for me. But yeah, that will change because I took the biggest step of my life that will most likely stay the biggest step of my life, either forever or very close to it. Yeah, so this anxiety causes me to not sleep well. That also causes me to not want to be out there and stream. It hampers my excitement because I don't know what the next 3 months look like. I know in long term I'll be fine, but the next 3 months, also work wise, will be really harsh, and they will be expensive. Like I can get rid of my car. Yes, that pays for some of the stuff, but I don't assume that I get that. Like, that's just how I work. And I don't know how long I need my car into those 3 months, because I'll have to like move some of the stuff still, or do some stuff there. There is I get money back for that I put down in the beginning of this apartment, but that's also in the start, like that's basically the 3 months of rent that I'll have to double pay anyways. So I don't really calculate with that. I it's all like insurance. I get the money back later, maybe, hopefully. But it's terrifying, and I'll have to think about what my goals are in putting stuff into my new apartment, because there's I want sleeping space, obviously. I need storage to put my clothes in. I need I'll put the stuff I have around there, and it will be extremely naked other than that, I assume. And that will have to be fine. And I'll be fine with that. So my goal is to move with minimum amount of money put in. Put a baseline in there of the cheapest stuff possible, basically. That I do not care about, that I plan to replace with proper stuff over the course of the next years. That's my financial plan. I don't know how much that will cost me, but that has to be the plan, basically. I then want to get rid of my car, and I have calculated the public transport ticket for my area, which is so much cheaper than the one for entirety of Austria, and the one for Austria is just not worth it for me. I calculated it through. I'd have to drive to Vienna like 100 times or something like that for it to be worth it if I plan my trips properly, so it's just not worth it. So yeah, I can do that, and after 2 months I'll have that money back in, basically. I have a work colleague who was like, yeah, whenever I have to drive my kid to the kindergarten anyway, so do you just want to hop in the car there? It's like a 3-minute walk from you. And I'm like, dude, that's premium. If you tell me when you're approximately there, I'll gladly be there. No questions asked, thank you so much. So I even have a way to work by car without owning a car, and I can go home by bus whenever. It will be very nice, and I think I'll enjoy myself a lot. Because I also have great people there. What I want from the mobiliar stuff, I want a chess room, and I want the chess room to be of decent quality. Because I have people at work explicitly expressing that they would love to play chess with me. And that's the community thing that I wanted. I want to have friends. End of sentence. I want to have friends that enjoy being around my apartment. And my goal is always to put money towards making my apartment nicer. But also I want to set stuff aside for special payments towards my loan. I don't want to be in this loan for, like, my loan will be going for 35 years. That's more years than I am alive currently. A lot can happen in 35 years. Everything can happen in 35 years. I want to get to a financial position where I can put stuff aside for donations, and put stuff aside so I can put special payments towards my apartment loan. And that's extremely important to me, because if I do that, the rates will come down, basically. And I, in total, will have to pay less money, because that's what is influenced by the thing. So with every special payment I make, I have to commit less to what I can do in the month, right? It's and then you could say, why didn't you just pay more or do the loan for shorter time? Well, then if a sucky time starts, I have to pay those. I have to pay those rates. When it becomes necessary, I'll have an issue, maybe. If I pay it in special payments, yes, it will be overall more expensive, likely by a bit, but I'll be generally completely fine. I'll be great. If I fall ill for 2 years for whatever reason, I'll be financially fine. I wouldn't be if my rates are higher, right? So Next week, the payment contract will be signed. Most likely, afterwards, the seller is on vacation for 2 weeks, so he wants to do it beforehand. I don't know if I can let the contract be checked properly before that. And I really need to do that, of course, because it's, one of the most important decisions of my life. So why? But if I haven't bought it yet, why am I quitting my apartment? Isn't it? No, we both signed a contract of basically we will get to an agreement. Otherwise, the person breaking it and being like, "Oh, come on," will have huge, basically like, has to pay like a third of the apartment price to get out of the contract. So this is like necessary. Like, this is basically, hey, we have agreed that for this price, the price is fixed, that you'll get the apartment. We'll just have to handle the stuff around it. We'll figure that one out. We both agreed on that, the seller and me. So that's basically the point where I'm completely safe. Would be absurd if that fell through. Like, especially on their side. On my side, it would be, oh my god, I overlooked 15 things. I need to get out of this. Even at the price of having nothing for a lot of money. Or it's, on their side, there's no reason to do that. Literally none. If they get like an offer that's like 100,000 euros more, it's most likely still not worth it, right? So, I'm safe. And I'll have this apartment. I'll be super excited. But God, the financials are terrifying to me. And yeah, I'll figure life out, but it's terrifying. What else has happened in the past week, dude? It's hard for me to remember. I changed a lot about my life in the past week. Because of my financials, I looked at my food spendings and I was unhappy with them. I still planned my meals around what offers were there in the supermarket, which you'd think is a good thing. But first of all, you sometimes, you tend to go to the recipes you already know. Right? So, you pick something out because it's on offering. Maybe what you're picking on offering is still more expensive than a meal that you could have made for yourself. And then you make something, in my case, that's not that healthy. Because usually the things that I only buy on offering are not the healthiest, like meat. Like centralizing meat as my dish is usually something reserved to, it doesn't cost that much, or I'm out. So, because of finances, I reevaluated how I want to do stuff. And I looked at the unhealthiest points in my week, and it's the weekend breakfast. On the weekend, I do the classic Austrian and German thing to eat bread in the morning with cheese and sausage. It's completely normal here. Why do I eat meat for breakfast? First of all. Second of all, it's just so I'm filled. I'm not excited about it. Third of all, that's really not healthy. It's just meat, cheese, and bread. So, I looked into what I would want as a healthier option. And I thought about a long time ago, I enjoy British breakfast. Why do I enjoy British breakfast? Is it because of the eggs? Is it because of the sausage? Is it because of whatever? No, it's because it's warm. I enjoy cooked meals. I enjoy meals that are warm. So I pretty quickly settled on shakshuka. It's great. It's basically you put stuff in that that you have left over and you got a great meal. And I tinkered with the AI with the recipe for a bit for something that I'll actually be excited about. And the ingredients are like some Korean sauce that my ex left me. It's great in there. I finally found a use case for it. It's amazing, actually. I'm super happy about the flavor profile. The crushed tomato, 2 red peppers, um, and big white beans, like giant white beans, like this size, for the consistency, and then put eggs in and feta on top. Dude, I'm so happy about it. I've cooked it twice now. It tastes so much better. Yes, it's overhead with cooking in the morning, which I'm not excited about, but I can make one meal last for 2 days by just putting the sauce away into the fridge, and in the next morning putting it out, put the egg in, put the feta on top, and putting it into the oven. Yes, I make the eggs in the oven. I have an easier time getting them out like that. What's the cat doing? um, and yeah, I really enjoy that. It's really, really a lot better for me. I'm super happy. I also started to use the AI skill thing for meals pretty much every day. Like it made me have a varied taste. I now know more recipes. I'm basically completely vegetarian on my way. I just enjoyed more, and you know what? I figured something out about cooking. If I don't have to think about what I cook, and if I don't have to think about what I have to buy, because I also go a lot, like my shopping list is a lot smaller than what I did before. The I'm fine with it not tasting that great if it's a mishap. First of all, I'm horrible at reading recipes, so it most likely would have still tasted good, but I was fine with failed experiments. Wow. I wasn't like, oh no, I had a long work day, I'm now having a horrible dinner. I hate this day because there was nothing enjoyable about it because I have to go to sleep immediately. I was like, yo, this is fine. At least I experimented. I did something. I tried something because I did it myself. I think that was I've had some. I'll be completely honest here. I had some instances with my ex where they cooked for me, very kind, and I didn't enjoy the meal, and I did not have a good time that day, and I was just sad. I didn't tell them, oh, your cooking ruined my day. No, no, no. I wasn't toxic. I was like, hey, I don't enjoy it. I'm sorry. Thank you still so much for cooking for me. I want to make that clear. But I was unhappy that day because that was basically the only thing between me sleeping and coming home from work, and that sucks. Especially because you were too stressed to eat lunch, for example. You had stomach issues because of that, and then you come home for your only meal that day and you don't enjoy it. It sucks. I don't like that. Or I didn't like that. I don't have that issue if I cook it myself because I'm like, at least I tried something. In that case, I'm like, hey, I appreciate it. Still doesn't feel too great. I hope that came across correctly. Like, yeah. So I've been using that thing every day. I've discovered like things that will just keep being in my head. I have like some recipes that are improvements just straight up of my own recipes that I went to that just make it healthier and improve the cheap stuff I already made before. I have expanded what you can do with just staples, just pantry staples. I have found that Frigola as noodles are goated and I've never had them before. To just 80 grams of that basically improve just a set of vegetables with tomato sauce into a meal, especially if you put a bit of Parmigiano over it. Great. Like it improved my horizon in small ways at times, in bigger meals where I just have to read the recipe and nothing else. But it's like, it's so much better, dude, and it's so much cheaper. Um, I still go shopping every day. I still do that. I do not snack anymore. I do, like, I still think for one meal my grocery bill is extremely high. I think I never go out of the grocery store with a bill smaller than $10, which again, I'm buying stuff every day. That's a lot. Like, that's, if you sum it up, it's like still over $300 a month, right? It's 300 to $310 a month, which is insane because I live extremely cheaply. And yeah, that's still the case. I because I care about, if I buy eggs, I want the chicken to have a nice time. I want the chicken to at least be happy. I don't want the chicken to suffer for my egg. So I'll gladly pay more there if the chicken is a tiny bit happier. There is a lot of restrictions on breeding farms and on others, like on what is called Legebatterien in Austria, that is not existent in Germany, for example. So also pay attention to the Austria label, because we really care about the animals here a lot more than Germany. That's just how it is. If you want one advantage that Austria has over Germany, that's your one. That's the single one you'll get from me. I don't care about winter sports, so but yeah. I enjoy that. I care, and I've been able to live very vegetarian. I've been able to live very responsible and cheaper. And that is what I can only say is possible because of AI for me. Which is weird. I basically admit here that I was incapable of doing that, which I was. But AI improved with the help of a tool that didn't exist. And it was necessary for me to improve like this. I am continuing to learn to cook. I'm continuing to improve my health. I feel like I'm a lot more productive. I feel like I put a lot more energy. I don't do a lot of sports currently. Like this past week, I haven't done anything because everybody got sick and I don't have the motivation to do it alone. I'm just not capable of doing that alone, which is sad, but I'll be fine. And there is, yeah, I'll just handle myself. I'll figure sports out again. I'm not demotivated for sports. I just want to go with a different with another person, and just continue. Yeah, so that's the big update. I have a lot of financial anxiety, even though I am in a really good position. I have anxiety about the next 3 months. I'm trying to stop picking my nose. I'm improving at cooking. I'm living a lot healthier dietary wise. I'll continue to improve with sports in the next few weeks, even though I didn't have a lot of time right now because buying an apartment also takes up time. Like, okay, to be fair, people had time. Not everybody fell sick for every day of the week. But I had appointments. And then I wanted 1 day a week to hang out with friends. Fair. That's the complete honesty. I could have gone to the gym on Thursday. I didn't. Yeah, so I'll continue to improve. I'll continue to get healthier. I'm excited for the apartment, but God, I'm scared. I'm not used to taking those risks. And even though it's a low risk comparatively, and I'll be fine. I'll improve. I hope to be able to stream again soon. It's all in my head. I have time right now. If I have time to record a 30-minute video without any issue, I would be fine with just streaming for an hour or two. Which I could be. Thanks, YouTube. I really appreciate that. I just switched channels so I can upload this video immediately. Professional video maker. Definitely something that anybody would do, getting distracted immediately. Hi, cat. On the topic of getting distracted there. So yeah, that's the update. I'm continuing to improve. I'm trying my best. I'm here to stay. We'll stream again. The streams will get better quality once I'm there for sure because I have my own room for it. And yeah, I'll stop rambling.